that
So for the first hand of the day, I pick up pocket eights in the middle position. I open to 175 and Luis to my left 3-bets me to $5. After it folds to me, I just decide to flat. The flop comes 10-10-6, which is a pretty safe board for pocket eights. And after Luis 3-bet me, I put him on high cards, so I continue here for value.
375.
Luis calls this bet, and we're off to the turn, which comes the jack of spades. And even though it's an overcard, I'm not really concerned about it, because I don't expect him to be floating with any holdings that have a jack. I lead out for $8, and he calls this bet. The river comes another jack, and now I am not feeling too confident in my hand. I put him on ace high, but I don't want to check and get bluffed, so I put in a questionable blocker bet of $8. And he calls it pocket rockets. I probably could have checked the turn for pot control, but on to the next. That was a pretty sizable pot we lost in the very first hand, so I add on for another 50. Here I have pocket threes on the button, and pre-flop it was 225. We're heading 4 ways to the flop. The flop comes 2-4-5 with 2 spades, and after it checks to me, I feel good about my pair of threes, and we also have an open ender, so I bet $4. Small blind and middle position call, low jack folds, so we're going 3 ways to the turn. We bink our straight, and now we're really hoping someone has an ace so we can potentially stack them.
Okay. 10.
Top isn't good. Someone has 2-4,
Yeah.
by the way.
His king is no good.
It's the exact same fucking board. We're going straight.
Oh my god.
Damn, your ace queen works out, man.
33.75.
All in? I reshove.
This one's going on the block. I call.
You've got a 3. I have a 3.
I have 3.
I wake up with pocket kings under the gun and open to $2. Under the gun plus 1 calls and everyone else folds. The flop comes 6 queen 9 with 2 clubs. I see bet $2 and Luis calls. The turn is the 2 of hearts, a brick, so I just bet half pot here. Luis calls and the river is the 4 clubs, so the draw gets there, but I'm really putting him on a queen, so I actually size up to nearly pot sized at $15, hoping to get a crying call from a queen. Unfortunately, he folds, so we're off to the next hand. Here we have ace 10 suited in the cutoff. I open to 150 and we get 2 callers. The flop comes queen 10 6 with 2 clubs. We hit middle pair, top kicker, so I see bet $3. Both of them call. So now on the turn, when it comes to 6 of clubs, the club draw hits, so I check for pot control, and the button bets $5. I fold, and a queen hits on the river. It goes check, check. The small blind ended up having 10 with a lower kicker, and button had a flush, so we bet when we were ahead and folded when we were behind. We pick up cowboys in middle position. With the $1 straddle on, I open to $5. Luis in the hijack calls. Eli, the under the gun straddler, defends, and we go 3 ways to the flop. The flop is 2 jack 2, and since the board is super dry, I down bet to $3 and we get both of them to call. The turn's the 6 of clubs. I bet $7 and we take this one down.
Go forward. If anyone needs life.
Our stack has slowly been dwindling and everyone else has a pretty large stack, so we add on for 100. We're 200 deep now. Anyways, here we have queen jack offsuit. I open $3 and Daniel shoves as the short stack for $10.25. Eli and under the gun plus 1 calls and I decide to call.
Come on.
What a shitty fucking flop. Yeah, a little horror.
Check.
I think we
Check.
Yeah.
Check. Come on. Hey, come on.
Come on, man.
Let's check it. Let's
Go another 10.
Let's check.
Call.
What?
Kidding, I'm not
I think you go back to dealing.
I'm only down for 10.
Yeah, fuck you and your $10.
And my 2 pair. Oh, both.
I'm not involved in this next hand, but I thought I would include it because it's kind of insane. Mirminski on my right has queens, Luis on my left has aces, and Varun with his pocket 2s hits his set on the flop and it goes all in 3 ways. The pot's $300, but then on the river, Luis binks his ace and sucks out.
Let's go!
Oh my god.
That was crazy.
In this next hand, we have pocket sixes on the button. Austin in middle position bets 425. Eli in the hijack calls. Zach in the cutoff calls. I call, and Eli in under the gun also calls. So we're going multi-way to the flop. It's Jack 3 deuce, all spades. It's monotone, so it checks around here. We're going set mining, and here it comes on the turn. The miracle 6 of clubs. I lead out for $7, and unfortunately everyone folds, but we scoop this one and move on to the next hand. Here I have ace queen of hearts in the hijack. I open to $3.
3 bones.
0 bones.
And Varun on the button calls. Eli in the small blind calls, and the other Eli in middle position calls. With 2 overs, I plan on c-betting as the pre-flop aggressor, but actually Eli in the small blind donk leads for $3.
What would I 3?
The turn rolls off the 8 of diamonds. Eli bets $3 once again, middle position folds. I decide to call, and Varun calls as well. When the river comes the 2 of clubs, the small blind bets $250 into $33.
$250.
He doesn't look very strong, and the club draw came in, so I pull the trigger and raise to 17. Eli folds, and we get this one through. For the last hand of the day, we have king 6 of hearts. I open to $2. Luis calls, and both Eli's call. The flop is jack king jack. Eli mucks. I bet $250. Luis folds, and then Eli raises me to $5.
Ooh, 5. Ooh, Mishan. Mishan is scary.
Getting value in by yellow.
Probably.
Could be me.
Oh my god.
Come on, Jack.
Oh my lord.
Bang!
We're at 4 for
7.
I climbed out my $200 hole, so overall it was a fun session. If you guys stayed this far, drop a like. I'm going to be posting more poker, college, and frat related content, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned.